Melissa Jakes, the Olivia Pope of virtual and live events, is the CEO and founder of Rescue Event Planning, a Washington, D.C. based boutique event planning firm to influencers, organizations, and corporations. During this pandemic, Melissa's expertise in online event planning has become a hot commodity. Her company also provides several courses on topics related to event planning and entrepreneurship. She gives mommypreneurs the tools and services to balance career, business ownership, and management with family. Melissa has spoken at several events such as Facebook Boost and conducted workshops at universities and small businesses. She has been featured in several publications such as Event Planner Association Podcast, Rent My Wedding Magazine, Morgan State University, iHeartRadio, CEO Blog Nation, BET Influencer, and Event Planner Expo 2020. She provides entrepreneurs with special tools to combat what she calls FWD, fear, worry, and doubt obstacles, in order to break through and become successful owners. Mommypreneurs, let's welcome Melissa Jakes.
Happy Wednesday, everyone. Happy Wednesday. I hope you guys are having an amazing time. I know on the East Coast, we had some snow Sunday through Tuesday. The sun is shining. It started melting some of it away. But it definitely looks so pretty, though. I was able to head to the post office and do small little runs. And I was like, oh, it's so beautiful sometimes. But, you know, I do miss the sun. I miss the warm weather. So I hope you guys are good and safe this Wednesday. And I am super excited. Every Wednesday, I'm excited. It's like, hey, it's my family. It's my mommyhood family. So I hope you guys are enjoying yourself today. So before we get into it, you guys know if you're a regular, you're like, if this girl tells me one more time, but I am going to tell you one more time. Have you gotten your Power Moves candle today? Okay. So again, we're about mind shift 2021. We're not playing any games out here. Okay. And so what I need you to do is if you're ready to shift your mindset, shift your energy, you need to head over to Noir by Nyrai and purchase your candle. Use my discount code Melissa Jakes and you will receive some money off of your purchase. You want to know how Melissa Jakes does it? How does she make 5 figures in the month of January during a pandemic running her event planning business? I shift my mindset and I make sure my energy is right in the room. Yes, I did say 5 figures. Absolutely. We calculated the numbers. And we hit 5 figures for the month of January. And so I want you guys to be on the same wavelength as me. Let's burn our candles. Let's get our energy right. Let's shift the mindset because we're coming for 2021. We won in 2021. 2020 might have been like, haha, I got you. But we're going to take over one, okay? So definitely head over there and do that, okay? And use my code, Melissa Jakes, all together. Because some people sent me messages and said, hey, I couldn't get my candle. You have to put Melissa Jakes all together. Okay. No space in between. All right. So I'm excited because today we're going to talk about just how we talked about multiple streams. We talked about a 5-figure month, how to build multiple streams in your business. Okay. And so we're definitely going to talk about that. And we have a special guest that's going to help us talk about this as well. So let me introduce you to her. Her name is Tina Johnson. She is an entrepreneur, a children's book author, motivator, and creator of an online community, Mom All in One. She interacts with moms, encourages them to be their very best version of themselves while raising your children successfully. She is the co-owner and COO of the online coffee gift shop, Adore Mugs, which the coffee is good. I've had it. While also being a brand ambassador for Noir by Nyrai. I just told you about that. See, so we're on the same wavelength, okay? It's a luxury candle line and scents and now pillows. She is an advocate for her self-care. Tina has created self-indulging care packages for moms to help them feel amazing while working hard in all they do for their families. Tina has been featured in LWL magazine to give her input about experiences in motherhood while managing businesses. She's a mother of 4 amazing children. My hat's off to her. And she remains committed to helping moms succeed while tackling motherhood. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Miss Tina.
Oh,
Hey.
wow. Hello. You were reading that and I was thinking, is that me?
Yes, girl, that's you. That's you.
Well, thank you for having me. I really appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Now you're on the East Coast, but I'm out here in the West, so it's still daylight. It's only 4 o'clock in the
Yes.
afternoon.
Yes. Yo, she's in Las Vegas. So she gets a different type of weather than those on the East Coast.
Well, let's not say that because last week I got an inch of snow in my backyard.
Wow.
Tuesday, I could not believe it. Our palm trees were covered with snow.
Now that's a picture. That is a picture for you, okay?
Yeah, but today it's like 67 degrees, so we're back at it.
Yes. Yeah. I love the snow. I like looking at it. It's so pretty. But I like that around Christmas time. Like I don't know why in Maryland we just seem to have this weather that comes way past Christmas.
Yeah,
We
it's
did
a
get
little bit delayed.
like a week before Christmas. I was like, come on, really? Did you wait until Christmas for the snow?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes, but we're talking about how to build multiple streams in your business. And so you are one of my favorite people, gurus in it. So I would definitely want to get your advice. And I know mommies want to get your advice because people think, oh, you have one successful business and that's how, you reach that 7 figures. And most people know or should know it takes multiple streams to get there, right? So, what advice could you give moms who are thinking about adding multiple streams to their business?
Um, well, wow, there's so much to say. Like, I got partnered up with my husband about 2 years ago with this coffee mug business, and I had no idea that it would take off, but studies show that 1 billion people love coffee. So there's something to that.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
Yeah. So we got into that. Mind you, I work a 9 to 5 and I still work a 9 to 5 because what moms need to know, not everybody is called to just quit their job. And you've got to really be mindful about that. For me, you got to be prayerful. Melissa, I know you know all about it because you had a 9 to 5 and you're a successful entrepreneur without that. But the first thing I would say is figure out what your plan is and then figure out what that looks like for you. And everyone is going to be different. At some point, I will leave my 9 to 5.
Yeah.
I know this, yes. But right now, it serves a purpose. And so that's one of my streams of income. I can say that. But, I am also working mugs and coffee. That is my business. That's the primary business. And then from that, that sort of branches off. And then I've got this mom community, and out of that comes opportunity. And you teach classes and you sell products. So there's many different ways to do it. I would say the first thing is to figure out what your passion is, obviously.
Yeah.
And then figure out what is it that you have passion to do, and then go from there. So I've got mugs, I've got a job, I invest in real estate. That's yeah. So I've got a couple rental properties that bring me extra rental income every month. So that's a way. Um, I invest in stocks. So I'm making money in the stock market. And that for me, I'm not a financial guru. At least I don't consider myself to be by any means. I just knew that I like certain things. Like I like Netflix. So, hey, I'm going to invest in that.
Right. It just makes sense. Right.
It just makes sense, right? So you got to figure out, what do I like? And then if you find yourself spending a lot of money on something, go check out a stock and just buy a share. My son bought a half a share of GameStop. And they recently, just because he likes video games, well,
Right.
he didn't know it was going to be inflated over the last couple of weeks. Well, he made $200 and all he spent was $25. And so he cashed out. I've heard of people making more than that, but
Yeah.
he cashed out, and then he was able to buy a share of three different stocks that he likes.
Yeah.
So he's ecstatic. He's made $200.
Yeah.
So, look for ways that you can maximize your money. Some people will say, well, I don't even have the money to get started, right? What can I do? Well, what I would say is, one, you've got to get your finances in order. So I remember being single before I got married, and I was like, man, I need to figure out a way to bring some extra income into my house because it's just me. I don't have a husband.
Right.
How am I going to make money? So you know what I did? I sacrificed. I took a look at my overall budget, scale back on just about everything. I didn't eat out lunch. I didn't go for the peer pressure at work where everybody's like, oh, let's eat out like every day.
Right.
No, I brought my lunch, and Friday was the day I treated myself to eat out. I didn't go out and splurge and pop bottles and be at the club. I didn't do any of those things. I looked at ways I could cut back. I cut back on my auto insurance. Did I need cable? I looked at where I could, save my money. Then when I bought a house, right, I got some equity out of that house, and I took that and I bought my first investment property. And when I did that, my world changed.
Now, did you buy it full out, or did you still have a mortgage on the other on the investment property?
I still had a mortgage on the investment property, but that's okay.
Yeah.
I fixed it up. I rented it out, and that property pays for itself, right?
Yeah.
And then I did it again.
Yeah.
But it's a slow progression, right? It's a slow progression. Boy, I'm talking about a lot of things, but did I sort of answer the question?
Yeah, no, this is really good. This is really good. No, seriously, because people need to realize. So, and I'm going to unpack some things. So here's a couple of things you said. You talked about finding your passion and being in that. And the key thing you said is, what if I don't have any money to start? And I know you said get your finances in order, which is true. But for some people, that may seem like a big lift of like, okay, get my finances in order, right? I could truly say I didn't have any, no one sowed seeds into my business. I didn't ask anyone, can you give me $100 to start my business? $1,000. I just need to get started from scratch, from $0. Started the business. Okay. And now Rescue is a 6-figure business. Okay. So I definitely say you can start that. It's another thing you mentioned that is so important that I need us, especially us in the Black community, understand. Investment. Okay. Investment. Okay, I want to get a Louis Vuitton purse, but every time I even think about $1,500 for a Louis Vuitton purse, I said, what in the world am I thinking? No, that's not investment. That can't get you back on stuff. So, especially in our business, we're like, how much is it for a flyer? How much is it for you to do a website? What? All of that stuff. I can say the same thing about how much for a Louis Vuitton bars, how much you pay for coffee, how much you pay for get your nails done. Investment is key. Whether you're doing it in stocks, which I definitely think, at least, I'm so glad you said your son at least got the idea of understanding. Wait a minute, if I take my money that I got from doing my chores into a couple of investments, I can flip that and
Yeah.
then I can reinvest again.
And he's 8 years old.
See, that's amazing. That's amazing. That is amazing. And then you talk about the investment properties. Now I know, so for some people that's going to be like, oh my gosh, oh, what? It's another property. I'm not sure. But definitely that is something, think about your family home. When parents pass away or grandparents and they leave property in your name, that is not the time to be like, let's cash out. And we got 300. If the mortgage is paid off of that property, and is it a good place to be renting from?
Rent
It
it
definitely has to be a
out.
good place. I'm not talking about a farm. Yeah, rent it out. Now, if you have a farmland out in South Carolina, out of nowhere, I can't help you with that. That's not my area. I don't know. I don't know about country life like that, but I
Right.
know about urban life, close to the city. Rent it out. There's definitely a lot of programs. If you're worried about, I don't want to be looking for tenants, you could definitely enroll in things of like permanent supported housing programs, that are Section 8, where they have.
Works fabulously. I will tell you, I don't have to worry about rent from that particular tenant because the government pays it every month without fail. I look in the account, the money's in there.
It's in there, okay?
It's in there.
But I don't want Section 8 people in my house. Do you want a client that's going to be paying? It's not about, of course, we want to make sure the property stays up, right? But do you want something that's consistent every month that the government is going to be paying? The government's going to be paying you.
Yeah.
You're not even working for the government. So
Yeah.
that is definitely an area of can be an attachment in your business. You can even purchase the home in your business name and rent it out if that's now part of the business.
Yeah.
These are all different ways of bringing those different streams of income. So I'm so glad you said that. Another part you touched on is if your passion, right? And it's something that you and I talked about offline. If it's your passion and you're doing it, and how you can do master classes from it. So yeah, I make candles, but now I'm going to teach you how to make candles. Okay, I like to make candles. You have a candle making class. All right. And then after that, some people like, I really want to do my own candle business. They may not tell you that, but people out there like, I want to do my own candle business. Fine. Now you start doing a master class on how to run a successful candle making business.
Yeah. And I mean, and the ideas are endless. You can write ebooks and sell them on your site, off of your social media, off of your link tree.
Absolutely.
I see, you know what? On Instagram, I see people who love to cook. I like to eat more than I love to cook. So that this doesn't work for me. But
Right.
they love to cook. And you know what they do? They showcase what they're making on their feed, and people go and ooh and ah. And you know what? They charge $1, Melissa. If you want the recipe, DM me. I'll send you the recipe for $1. Well, honey, them dollars add up, because the next thing
That's
I
20
know,
people watching.
right? The next thing I know, they have a full-blown cookbook off of $1, because apparently a lot of people pay $1 to get those recipes.
I mean, that is so smart.
Yes.
That is so smart. Oh my gosh. I hope
That's less than a meal at McDonald's. You can make the same meal at home. It'd be healthy, you
Yeah.
know?
Yes. I hope someone is watching and be like, what? Yes.
Yes.
That is, you know what? Let's take it from food to something else. Maybe it's $1 for how to, take it back to the candles, how to pour your candle properly. Here's a recipe. Here's the things you need for how to make your candle. 99 cents,
Yep.
97 cents, $1.
Yep.
DM me and I'll send it to you.
Yep. I once bought a Thanksgiving meal plan from my girlfriend. She has a cookbook and some other stuff, but
Mhm.
she was selling that for $5.
Yeah.
When you take that by what, 50 people, she
Right.
probably got more. And $5.
Yep.
So you guys can do it. You just have to be creative.
Yes.
And that spills over into your kids too.
It does. It
Um,
does. So, and that's a great segue of, as a mom of four, and a children's author, and I got to get your book. I didn't realize that. And a mommypreneur, multiple streams. How do you keep balance with the family, the kids, work, all of that stuff?
Honestly, I'm looking for it now. I cannot do life without my planner. Okay. Um, I think when you have all that I have going on, you got to be organized. I was always big on organization before I became a business owner anyway. So to me, it's second nature. I talk to a lot of moms who are like, they feel like they're suffocating.
Mhm.
Okay. But you've got to get some discipline and you've got to get a routine. It doesn't have to be full blown elaborate. It could be as little as getting up 30 minutes earlier in your day, and maybe you listen to 5 minutes of motivational. You say your prayers, you do your stretches in the morning, and then you go and you start your day. As little as that, but I know for me, I need at least 30 minutes of silence from my children so that I can hear myself think. And so what I do is I always plan the night before. I take my top 3 things that I absolutely need to get done the next day. And I don't focus on a laundry list of 10. It's not going to happen. I will be all over the place. My top 3, and I just focus on those 3 things. And what feels good is that I can check it off as it's done.
Yes.
And I've accomplished something for the day.
Yeah.
Where I went wrong is I had like a full-blown list of things I needed to do, and I'd be trying to do them all, and nothing would get done, Melissa.
Right. You got parts of each of the 10
Yes.
halfway done, and then you can't even check anything off.
Oh my goodness. I would be so cranky. Yes.
That
so
crossing
cranky
off
by the end of the day. How crazy, unorganized. And I had got nothing done. It's because I didn't have my routine. As soon as I got my routine, check off my top 3 things, now I can relax. Now I have the option if I want to work on a 4th thing, or I could put it off to the next day. Now my kids have my time and my attention for the remainder of the day. Oh, and husband, don't leave him out.
Please.
Please don't. Yes, please don't. All these people vying for your time. So I really stick to my schedule. That's what I do. It helps. It works for me. Another thing is if I don't cook dinner by a certain time in the day, guess what? We ordering out, because what I'm not going to do is have mom guilt about why nobody got fed. And no, we just going to order out, and we going to feel okay about that.
Right.
I'm not stressed out. Everybody is happy, and we just go on.
Right. There are some things of just in your business realizing you have to delegate, and not have that guilt of trying to how to balance it, because you're not, especially when you get to a certain point in your business, you're not going to be able to function at the same level as you did before in the start. Well, let me say this. At the start, you're going to go real hard. You should go real hard if you're trying to get to a certain level.
Yeah.
Um,
You will have some late nights for
yeah,
sure.
yeah, you're definitely gonna have some late nights. But yeah, but I knew that, you know what, I can't get this house clean. So I
Hire somebody.
I got someone got to come in and clean,
They got to
and
clean.
I'm okay with that.
If you on a budget and you can't hire someone, clean your bathrooms for the day and let that be it.
And that be it.
One room a day.
Yeah, yeah,
You gotta do what makes sense
yeah,
until you can get to where you're trying to get to. You'll get there, but it takes consistency, a routine, and some dedication. You
yeah,
will get there, but your sanity is everything. So don't drive yourself crazy trying to do it all, because you're not. You're one person.
yeah.
You will burn out before you get started.
Right, and then you can't bring in multiple streams at all.
At all, because you just all over the place.
Yes, yes. So you mentioned your first experience of motherhood was being a stepmom. And can you give other mommypreneurs who are probably embracing this role as being a stepmom, what advice do you have on building a relationship with your, I don't like to call it stepchildren, but I know it's stepchildren, but making them feel like you are their additional mom.
The first step is pray. You're going to need prayer just from dealing with their mama to, the kids may not accept you. Like, there's so many things. So you definitely want to go in with prayer. But one thing that my husband and I did was we set the kids down and we had a conversation, and we just sort of let them know, hey, this is what's going on and these are our expectations. That was together, because the kids need to know that their dad is on board, right?
Mhm.
And that you guys are a united front. So if you haven't done that yet, do that, because that'll change the entire atmosphere.
Mhm.
And then after that, I really just sort of, I was very proactive in communicating with my kids and just getting to know them like you don't know them. So get to know them. Let them know you're not trying to be their mother. That's very important for kids. Let them
Yeah.
know that you're not the new boss in town that's just want to take over. I
Right, right,
did none of those things.
right.
I just, related to them as the people that they are. Um, and got to know them. I got to know what they liked.
Yeah.
And the relationship developed from there. And then the next thing I know, these kids are calling, they call me probably now just about as much as their mother, asking for advice. They want to know things. But has been a long conversation,
Mhm.
and a long relationship. When they'd have special events, I'd make sure I was there with my husband. We would go out of our way and schedule dinners, even when it wasn't our weekend,
Mhm.
and just
Mhm.
go up. We would even go up, be with their mom and their stepdad. We would have family dinner.
Yeah.
And that wasn't about us. I have no desire to be hanging out with these people, but for the kids, I would do all of that stuff,
Right. Right.
because it made them feel like this is my family and they care about me. The children are the main focus of it all, right?
Right.
If you
Right.
just put yourself aside and make it about them, they can continue to have a healthy lifestyle, and they'll appreciate you in so many ways that I can't describe,
No.
as they get older. Yeah, my stepdaughter, but I don't call my kids.
Yeah. Yeah.
But she relocated from Maryland because she wanted to be out here close to us. And now she talks to me practically every day. We're on the phone.
Yeah.
We're on the phone talking.
Yeah.
Hey, mom, do you want to go work out with me? What do you think I should do about this job? What do you think I should do about this guy? He said this to me. Can you believe that? Like this is every day. So it means more to me. I don't know if they realize, but it means more to me than they will ever know. Now, has it all been roses? Oh no.
Yeah.
No, it has not. But I say stick in there. It's worth it. You will reap the rewards. And kids know. They instinctively know who cares and who could give 2 cents about
Yeah.
them.
Yeah.
So be genuine and just love them just as much as you love your mate, because your mate comes with the 2 kids, and you
Yeah.
can't love the mate and not love the kids, because
Right.
that's insanity. Who
Right.
does that? The
Right.
2 kids are a part of the mate. So you
Right.
have to love the whole, you have to love the whole package.
The whole package.
The
Yeah.
whole package.
Yes, yes, yes. So this is good. This is good. So I know we're heading to our mark here, but I wanted you to kind of give a couple of recaps of your 2 businesses that you have. And I know we talked about the investment properties and whatnot. So talk about the 2 businesses on how they add to the streams of income.
Okay, so the first business, I know I mentioned this before, but I'm in partnership with my husband. First business is Adore Mugs, and we are an online gift shop right now. We sell mugs. I've actually got some. It's
Yeah.
Valentine's Day. So
Yeah.
we're doing Valentine's promotions. I put together mug and coffee boxes, right, for your love. If you guys have not ordered for your Valentine's, what are you waiting for? You guys can check it out. Go to, I got to get that camera right. You guys can go to adoremugs.com. We have like over 100 mugs on the site. Check it out. We have coffee subscriptions monthly. There's all things you can check out over there. So take a look at that. And then the other business is Mom All in One. Because I'm a mom of 4, I started a mom community over on Instagram. Now got a private community here on Facebook as well. But Mom All in One. And after having so many conversations with so many moms, I really realized that moms are really into self-care. They love self-care. So I created the self-care mom box. And you guys can check that out. That's on momallin1.com. And it's basically like it's like a spa box. So I'm a brand ambassador like Melissa for candles. So I've got my mom candle in there. I've got a mug and coffee or tea, depending, because everybody doesn't drink coffee. But if you're a tea lover, you can have tea in your box. And there's an eye mask, because if you're like me, you like to sleep and relax and close the world out.
Yes.
And then there's a cozy in there for your drinks. As you guys can see, I'm all about my beverages. So, I'm going to get that in there one way or the other. But that's really just how it started. And I have tons of ideas and things that I plan on doing in the future. But I think what you'll find is when you start with one thing, you'll see how it leads to other things. And then as you go on, the next thing you know, you'll start creating either products or services to complement the very thing that you started in. I think the biggest thing I'm going to say to moms out here is please just get started. Don't try to be perfect.
Right.
You don't have to have a ton of money, but you're going to spend some money. but look at it as you are investing in yourself, and you cannot be afraid of that. And if you don't have the money right away, come up with your plan and strategy, because you know that's the next thing you're striving for, so that you can move to the next step in your business. And you just work it every step of the way. But you do what you can where you are with what you have, and then you work your way up.
Yes. Yes, yes, yes. Amazing, amazing, Tina. And so you guys can see to follow Tina on social media. Let me put it up one more time. Follow her on social media and connect with her if you're wanting to know more about the mom community, if you want to know about more about the mugs, the coffee kit. And I know you have the first two people who likes Adore Mugs, either on Facebook or Instagram, will win a coffee box
Yep.
from the Valentine's Day collection. So y'all need to
Yes.
remember and like, so you could be the first two people who do it.
Yeah, I actually did a contest over on the Dora Mugs page as well. I love doing this. Like, I love giving. um, and we had some winners over there, so we mailed out their boxes today, and they were so excited. One woman said, "Oh my goodness, I've never won anything. Thank you so much." So,
Oh, yes,
so
yes,
you guys, you'll know you're going to get a mug from us. One of
yes,
our Valentine mugs. We have 3 designs, and then also a bag of coffee. Uh-oh.
yes. Which the coffee is good. I can vouch for it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, this has been amazing. I truly appreciate you coming on, Tina, and bringing some of your Las Vegas sunshine onto my screen. So I appreciate you. Thank you so much for coming on, and I will talk
Yes,
to you
no
soon.
problem. Thank you so much for having me, Melissa. Thank
You're
you.
welcome. So, guys, it's been an amazing, amazing show. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. Multiple streams of income is so important. Please make sure that is in your strategy. You're mapping things out as you are building your business. And don't feel like you can't do it, because you can. I believe in you. I know you can do it. That's why I have these shows, to bring people on to show you that it is possible and you don't need to have that start of all the way up here. You just need to have the motivation, the dedication, the consistency, and the persistency, and you can get it done. Okay. So definitely start dreaming, start mapping it out, start investing, get into the little stocks, start off, learn something, just start. Just like what Tina said, just start. Stop having those excuses of, oh, I can't because no, just start. And you never know what can happen from there. So have a great evening. I will talk to you soon. And please definitely like and share this out if this was good for you. And if you wanting to be on the Mommypreneur Show, head over to our website, melissajakes.com, and leave us a contact information that you want to be a part of the Mommypreneur Show. And we will interview you to see if you're a great fit. So see you guys next time. Bye.